along with your good mate Toby. He's just walking in front of me now. Well, I think we've had just about everything today. We've now got a little bit of sunshine, but it's cold. We've had hail, rain and snow. It's been absolutely awful and it's bitter cold. So never mind the sun. Come on, Tobes. And I think Toby's a little bit upset. What do you want to do? Go this way? I don't think he wants to go past the sea again. We'll walk down here a bit and we'll see where we go anyway. Yeah, you walked with me down here before. I'm not really too keen on walking over grass. It's absolutely sodden. Hi Edward, how are you today? I'm a little bit late today in setting off. I normally set off at 3 o'clock and I'm out for an hour. And then I join all you guys. Today, I didn't get out, didn't start walking till 20 to 3. And the reason for that, I had to help one of my neighbours. They've took the car in to have some work done on it and they needed a lift home. So I obliged. She needed to be there for about 3 o'clock. So I followed them down in the car and brought them back. I have to take them again tomorrow. So again, it's going to be another short walk tomorrow. Same as today, hopefully I'll be back here for 3 o'clock. If I'm going to be a bit late, I'll put something on my channel. But I will be around. We will have our normal walk. Hi Dave. Yeah, you need to... Small steps first. You know, Edward, just do little bits. Don't try and do like I can do, 20 miles in a day. Start off little. If you only start off going for a walk, say twice a day, and doing half a mile each time, get to feel as if you're doing okay at that and you got confidence at it, and then just try and extend it. Just think to yourself, well, I could do half a mile. I've done that okay for the last week, say. Let's see if I can do 3/4. Then a mile. As well as that, if you need to go to the shop, instead of going there in the car, just walk. If you need to sit down somewhere, sit down. Do what you have to do. I just wouldn't go to the shop now in the car, not unless I'm going to go to Tesco's, which is like a 25-minute walk from where I live. I'll go in the car then, but just at Aldi or Heron or somewhere like that, I wouldn't dream of getting in the car now. Whereas before, wherever I went, it was in the car. Afternoon, Jack. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. If you're second place, that's good. First place, that's good. You still go up. Now we'll try Toby again in a minute. We're going back on the promenade. He just didn't want to go back on it. So I don't know what this dread of the sea's all about. The tide's coming in. We've not reached high tide yet. And I do think it's the noise. But as we said, it's only a very recent thing. There you go, Jack, there's your what do you call it, at the very, very bottom, the lighthouse. Yeah, we'll try Toby again now. Yeah, I read about Robert Duval yesterday. He has, Edward. He has. So that's an issue with him. We'll see how he goes. I think it's the sea smashing against the rocks what does it. And I don't really want to leave him at home or anything like that. But it's his walk as well, isn't it? But you know, but we have to think of his well-being as well. Well, we'll walk up this way and we'll walk round and we'll see what he does. Well, we'll turn round here, North Gate. And we'll see where we go with him. All right, so far. Come on, Tobe. Have a wee then. That house will be nice when that's been done up. Come on, Toby. It's even got a little veranda. Hi, mate. Come on, Tobes. We're okay. We're not going down there. Don't worry. There you are. I think he's all right now. Just look at that. Come on, Toby. All right. Come on. Sorry about that. It's Toby who's getting a little bit upset. Look at that coming in. And I think it's the sound of the waves hitting the rocks. Now come on, Tobes, you've been on here loads of times and nothing bad has ever happened to you. Come on, Toby. Toby, it's all right. Come on. Yeah, the sea looks terrific. He definitely does. We do get some funny weather. You're right there, Ed. And he does mark his Kingdom Jack. It's possible. Come on, Toby, this way. Well, that's happened a couple of times to us. But I know he certainly doesn't like it. It's not so bad when we're coming down, it's when we're going up. What I'm going to do, I think, is go on to Queen Street and we can explore Queen Street. Come on then. No, we can't have him upset and unhappy. All right now. I think you're probably right there anyway, Dave. Look at that though coming in. I can't really show it you because of it, but the waves are fantastic. They are really spectacular. Look at that. All right, we're going. Come on. I might just take him in. What we'll do, we'll have a walk past the bus garage and then we'll walk up through Valley Gardens and then we'll decide then what we're going to do. That looks interesting. Born on the Kent coast, abandoned and betrayed, she rose to power and met a violent end in 1856. Story, but it needs to be told. And then we got the machine gun choir. Interesting that. Look at him, he's not happy. Now we'll go up Bannister Street, we'll go past what used to be the bus garage. Yeah, it's been absolutely freezing all day today. Absolutely. Hello, mate.
Hiya.
Come on, Tobes. Just changing hands. Come on, there's a good boy. So there isn't much left, if anything, at the old bus garage. Yeah, they started demolishing it before Christmas. Now it's completely gone. They filled in the maintenance pits. There's a lot of debris. We haven't started to build a gable on that. There's lots of materials, 2 diggers, a dump truck and all that debris. Not a lot seems to have happened this last week. Come on then, Toby. The Pier Hotel's minibus. Come on, let's cross over, Tobes. And we'll go through the garden and then we'll see what happens. Come on. Little dogs there. There he is. Right, we'll go for the gardens and we'll see how Toby behaves. The cat found a patch of sunshine, well, lucky pussycat, lucky you. Yeah, it's only about that here, if anything. It was -3 this morning, apparently. Well, yeah. I wish it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit here. True, that's true, Dave. Good day, Sammy. Hiya, how are you today? Yeah, it's about 5 here, Jack. Well, it's only half that here. Come on, Tobe. I'm back wrapped up again. Hat on, gloves on. Well, we got 12 people watching so far, so I'd just like to welcome our newcomers. It's great to have you on board. If you're enjoying the video, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. I've got lots and lots of videos on my channel, some taken live, others taken with my video camcorder, some taken with the gimbal. So it's worth looking at. There's definitely going to be something on there that interests you. Plus I've got lots of pictures of Toby. Come on, Tobes. And we'll see how he goes when we walk. We'll walk past the Castle Cath. I heard the kiddywinks coming up at the back of me. We'll see what he does now. Come on, Tobes. Come on. He's not having it at all. He's definitely not going to have it. So what we'll do, we'll walk up Queen Street. Come on. And we'll see where we go from there. But I know he's not going to have it, and I'm not going to distress him. Oh yeah, Jack, it's the same here in the UK. Hiya, you're right, Ian. It's the same here. Easter stuff, not so much as St. Pat's, but Easter, loads and loads of Easter eggs and things like that. Now it was 30% before, so I'm gonna go in there and see if I can get another pair of walking boots at £31. Yeah, I get what you mean. We are inundated with bank holidays and things here in the UK. I think we get 8 in a year. I've never liked bank holidays. I'd much rather them tag, you know, when I was working, I'd much rather them tag them onto my entitlement. That way, you can have them whenever you want, rather than when you're told to have them. We have Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, Good Friday, Easter Monday, early spring bank holiday in May, late spring bank holiday in May, and finally bank holiday Monday, which is usually the last Monday in August. So that's your 8 bank holidays, and to me, I just get rid of them all. If somebody wants to go into work on Christmas Day, well, why shouldn't they? I would. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and there are people with religious conviction, and that is absolutely fantastic, but there's a lot of people who'd be quite happy to go into work over Christmas, especially if they lived alone. You know, family have all shipped off, which would mean, especially bank holiday Monday, if Christmas is on like a Monday and Boxing Day on a Tuesday, we might have Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday where we don't see anybody. So I just think to myself on that, yeah, get rid of the whole lot of them, the bank holidays. Yeah, that's fine, is that. Before I became a teacher, I always did the same. I was quite happy to do it. Yeah, that I agree, Sammy. It's that choice, isn't it? You know, I'd have been quite happy going to work on Christmas Day, believe me. I mean, don't forget Coast Watch for sure. I was still on my training and I went in. The Duchess weren't particularly happy with it, but like she said, if there was a tragedy, a disaster, you'd have to go in, and you were fully trained, you'd be there. So yeah, you're gonna have to go in. And I was there, you know, so. President's Day. Never heard of that one before. Let's see when this place is open. It seems pretty nice, this place, actually. I'm going to have to bring the old Duchess here. What I'm going to do with Toby We'll walk up to the top and then we'll try and get him to walk back down. Just want to check tide times. The tide should be on the turn now. Witham Sea tide times today. Still not in fully yet. $5.20. See, he's quite happy walking up here, but he's really upset over the sea. The old Duchess likes these places. You know, the little turrets on them. Come on. Can't say I'm that keen, but in our early years, when we lived in Burnley, going back to the 1980s, we lived in a damp stone terraced house. Even though we'd spent a lot of money on it to deal with the damp, money we didn't really have, it was still damp. There was nothing we could do. We lived kind of like at the bottom of a hill, and Burnley is a very, very, very rainy town. The entire town is damp. In the end we managed to get rid of the house. We didn't make anything on it, but we were just glad to get rid. But anyway, what I'm saying is, at the time there used to be a programme on television, it was called Brookside. That girl's not tall enough to do whatever she was doing. And on Brookside it was a development pretty much like the one where I live. You had all sorts of people. You had people coming down the social scale. One bloke had been a top person, a personnel manager at a big company, another family, the husband was a trades union shop steward. And there are all sorts of people, somebody else owned a small shop. So there are all sorts of people coming, and they're all around, it was around Liverpool. And I used to look at Brookside and I used to wish we could live in a place like that. You had bungalows, you had big house, you know, bigger houses, families, single people. And I thought, I'd love to live in a place like that. It was nice, it was quiet. Okay, you had naughty kids and things like that, but you get them everywhere. But it was a nice place to live. When I looked at the area that I lived in. All these years later, Brookie's gone now. I think it was about 2002 or something like that when it finally went. But I've ended up living on Withernsey's Brookside. I quite like it. You off out, Dave? Oh, right, is that what it is? Just like us, really. Oh, we have loads of them too. Anyhow, Dave, have a nice evening. Chat to you later. Hopefully tomorrow will be a bit better, but we'll see with Tobes. About 4:10. Let's see how many miles we've actually done since coming out. Well, 16:38. So we've done 3 miles. Hello, love. Everybody smiles when they see Toby. Yeah, one day we'll go up to Spurn, but I won't. Here's the rub. I won't be able to take Toby. But I'll let you know in good time when we're going to do it. I'll probably do, you know, you can't take dogs on there. So, we'll see anyway. See, Toby's fine. No seeing is fine. Now, he hasn't been that bad when we've been heading north. Either when I take him out, he's fine. When we're going home, he's fine. So when we get up, you know, to Oak Avenue, we'll turn left and then we'll just see what he's like there. This house here, it's detached and it's soon sold. If it's the one I'm thinking of, they asked for 174, but I might be wrong. But if it's the one I'm thinking, for a detached house, the trouble is your council tax would be a killing. And for me and the old Duchess, just two of us in a detached house. There we are, Turner Avenue. We'll see what little fella does. Come on. Good boy. Would Toby like a treat? Would you like a treat? Come on then. Come on, we're not going where you think we are. Come on. We're not going over there. We'll see where we go, Toby. He's not happy, but he's not too bad. Here we are onto Oak Avenue. Turner, then Oak. And then we'll go on to Louisville. We'll see what he does. I may have to come off, or I may. We'll see anyway. We'll just see what he does. I've got a new pair of shoes on, which I need to break in a little bit, but okay. So I don't want to go over grass. Come on, Tobes. We're okay. You've been down here loads and loads of times. Well, the old Duchess, she's making a curry for tea. So that's something to really look forward to. And we've got some proper rotis. They're sealed, We got them last time we went over to see Sam, and we got them from the Asian shop in Bradford. And they vacuum sealed, so I know they'll be okay. Come on, Tobes. Toby, we're okay, don't worry. He's getting a bit... Come on, we're okay. I'd love one of these for the summer. Oh, you're joking. So does Butters want a treat too? You have to explain to Butters that we're over in the UK. I can't reach into the phone to give her one. Come on, Toby. Toby, come on, we're okay. He's really not very happy. Come on, Toby, we're going to be okay. Don't worry. You've been on here before, you've been on here loads and loads of times. Come on. We're not going to the top. I'm not walking on the grass, but you're free to. It's not too bad. Yeah, look at that. Come on, Toby, it's all right. Come on, Toby. All right. He's not having it. No, that's it, Sammy. He doesn't like it. I'm not gonna force him. I thought I'll try him and see what he does, but he's just not having it. I can't have him distressed like that. We'll do something else tomorrow night, totally away from the sea, I think. Give him a rest for a couple of days and see where we go after that. Well, this is another road. Some nice little bungalows on it. Toby, it's all right. This is called Seacroft Road. Now, Seacroft is a tough council estate in Leeds. It featured in my doctorate all them years ago. It had very high unemployment, lots and lots of single parents, massive problems with school attendance, and one of the well, not the cheapest, but almost the cheapest heroin in the UK. So I don't think I would have called this road Seacroft. Wouldn't want to live on Seacroft Road. Well, we'll go down here a bit and then we'll take a walk past Tesco. Go on, Tobes. And then we'll walk round Kirkfield Council Estate and then make our way past the Adventure Playground and the police station, back up to Aldi and then home. So we've had a walk round at least, although it won't have been what we normally have. I think poor Toby, it would blow his mind if I took him up the Spurn, but I can't take him there because dogs aren't, you're not allowed dogs because it's an area of special scientific interest. No, he thought you said treat. Oh dear. They make you laugh, don't they? Come on. Well, we walked up this road and we've got Tesco just to the right of us. So we'll walk down past Tesco, see Seacroft Road. We'll cross over. This guy does a lot of good stuff. He's sort of the old Duchess house in a scooter. Right. Dog with its head out the car window. Right, we'll go up here, yep. Okay, Tobes. I've heard of that. They do it. I've heard of it over here, even in the UK. They have pet psychiatrists, like dog psychiatrists. I don't know what good one would do, because I don't think they work very well with humans. So I'm hard pressed to understand what they could do for a dog. When I was a kid, my mum took me to see a psychiatrist. I was about 11. I don't think it did me any good. I ended up in a special needs boarding school, which didn't do me any good. I left there with no qualifications. That didn't do me any good. And it took me years to get myself into a position, an emotional and mental position, where I could actually go out and achieve. So I'm a bit hard put to know what an animal, a pet psychologist, can do for the pet. I can understand how a behavioural expert might help if you've got a pet with difficulties, like dealing with things. But a lot of that will be common sense. Like with Toby, I would never push Toby farther than he can go. I could see he was upset. I didn't need a pet psychiatrist to tell me that Toby is upset. I know I can either force him to face up to things and upset him more, or I can gently try and persuade him, and if he won't have it, that's fine too, we move on. Now I could go out and pay a fortune to somebody to tell me what I already know. He's a good little boy, really. And if he's scared of something, he's scared of it. I know in a few days the tide will be receding and he should be all right until we get high tide again. So after about Thursday, it won't be too bad for him. See for sale. It's not a bad area, this. And that is our golf club. That's the clubhouse. We do a nice carvery in there on a Sunday. Well, this is it, Edward. Yeah, it is, Jack. In the summer, it's not. It can be rough, but it's certainly not like it is today. No, I wouldn't even try. I mean, I tried gently, and if he's insistent, I don't want to do it, then I'm not going to make him. You know, that's it, isn't it? I can't. I can force him, but why would I want to do that to him? It has to be compromised, doesn't it? Yeah, these new shoes are certainly all right. Plus, I went and bought some insoles, and they are pretty comfortable. Yeah, I just wanted to bed them in and they're okay. Tomorrow I'll be back to my boots. Beginning to rain a little bit. Well, we're getting a shower. Hiya. Alright, mate. It looks like we're getting a shower. Just looking for somewhere to shelter, but there really isn't anywhere. We'll see how it goes, but I don't want to wreck my phone, but we'll see how it goes anyway. It might only be a very short one. Yeah, that's it, Jack. Oh, I know. As I said, I tried to coax him a little bit and he weren't going to have it. So I thought, well, fair enough. If he feels so upset, that's it. We walk off. He's happy. I'm happy. And tomorrow we won't go near the sea. We'll do something else. We might go for a walk on Golden Sands or something like that. Because in the afternoon I can't take him up Holland because we're tied in. So we might go up Golden Sands. Hello, boy. Hiya. Well, we're coming on to the council estate. Now, people tell me this is like Beirut. Some of these oxygen cylinders. Bit of a broken mobility scooter and the oxygen cylinders there. Hi, mate. Yeah, you. Come on, we're going. That dog's learning. She is a good girl. Yeah, a dog there. Yeah, we'll walk down here. Rycroft Drive. Can you imagine having a loo outside your house to plant flowers in? Well, I suppose it takes all sorts. Somebody has a goal post in the garden. Hiya, Pat. Toby were a bit upset, so we've had to go on a diversionary walk. I would have gone to Patrington today, except for Mandy across the road wanted to get a car, take a car in, and I've got to get it back tomorrow, so that mucks up Patrington again. Plus I have to see Liz about those rotors. So I guess it'll be Friday now before we end up going to Patrington. But I'm not going to, whatever I do between now and Saturday, I'm not going to take Toby on the seafront. Hiya, Pat. See, it's quiet enough round here. People say it's like Beirut, but I don't know. Yeah, for my American friends, this is what you would call public housing. What we in the UK would call council housing. At one time, council housing used to be okay. After the war, we had massive slum clearances in the UK. A lot of houses have been damaged by the Luftwaffe in the war. Plus, there was a lot of houses which were totally unfit for habitation. And following the war, the challenge was to house those whose houses had been bombed, and then it was to get rid of all the slum properties. Up to about the late 1960s, the bulldozers were bulldozing lots and lots of unfit housing, and a lot of council houses were built in their place, which was okay. But people really prefer to have their own houses. In the 1980s, a lot of the council houses were sold, which was the start of a problem. The tenants bought them, and many of them sold them. They bought them cheap and they sold them cheap. And then a lot of private landlords got them. So now there were less social housing to rent, council houses to rent, and lots of private landlords who really didn't care less about the state of the property. So now the people you tend to get in council housing are those who've got issues which make them unemployable. There's a lot of single parents, people with drug problems, old people who can't get a job, even a mixture of people now who struggle. So therefore you do have a lot of crime and a lot of council housing estates. Whether this one's like that or not, it's hard to say. No, he's not afraid of the hood. What do I make of those out with Union Jacks? I don't know really. I'm not going to put any flags up, put it that way, for anybody. But what do I think of it? It doesn't really prove anything, does it, one way or another? The problem is a lot of people feel left behind, and that's the problem, Edward. And here's the thing, they feel as if they've been left behind, and the government doesn't care about them. And they're in for a surprise here. No government cares about the people who vote for it. No government cares about anybody other than their own very narrow interests. Will putting up a Union Jack change anything? No, of course it doesn't. Does voting change anything? Well, you can vote out one lot of chumps and get another lot of chumps in, but it won't change anything. Our government, has created a massive social divide. Now, the way I look at it, if somebody treats me decently, I'm always going to be decent with them. I don't care what colour they are, I don't care what religion they are, I don't care where they come from. If they treat me with respect, I will always treat them with respect. And this is it. A few months ago, I was in Grimsby. I went to this estate called Nunsthorpe. It's awful. Wherever you go, there are lots and lots and lots of Union Jacks. Now, that didn't make it awful. What made it awful were things like mattresses dumped in the garden, broken down old cars, with lots, with the engines missing and just dumped in the gardens, old settees, that sort of things. And it was absolutely horrendous. The streets were dirty. Now, that isn't the fault of immigrants. That is the fault of those who live there and the council for not enforcing decency. Now, on the other hand, there's a massive housing shortage in Britain. It's really hard to get a home to rent or to buy. And yet there's more and more and more people coming into the country. The birth rate of people in Britain has dropped massively. In the 1970s, it was 2.2 live births per fertile woman. Now we're down to about 1.4. In order to reproduce, you need 2.2 births. And we're down. So now people are not reproducing themselves. So we need to get people from somewhere. A lot of British people, we don't want to do jobs like caring. And yet we don't want the foreigners, we don't want foreign people to come in and do it. I mean, you can't blame ordinary people for being apprehensive. There's no places in schools. Yeah, look at that. There's no places in schools for the kids. Hospitals are struggling. You can't get a doctor, you can't get a dentist. Your kids are struggling to get a house. And therefore, whose fault is it? So they blame the immigrants. I just think, what would I do if I lived in Afghanistan or somewhere like that? Now, I'm not being political about this, but I've got choices. I can either stop there and starve, or I can try and go somewhere where at least I can earn a living. I can do something, even if it's only deliver takeaways, and I can feed my family. I can feed my kids. I know what I'd do. I know where I'd go. I would come here. Because I think I'm going to be treated fairly. So I don't blame them as individuals. I don't blame British people as individuals. I blame the government for creating policies that divide and rule. We need more housing. To get more housing, we need more skilled people. When something like 50% of school leavers are going to university to study for a Mickey Mouse degree, and they're going to end up in a call centre or somewhere like that. or burger flipping at McDonald's. That's why. Plus you're going to have £50,000 of a debt. And they're never going to use that degree. Why aren't the schools and the parents saying to the kids, look, get yourself an apprenticeship as a builder, a carpenter, a joiner, a plasterer, something like that. But we can't build new houses because we haven't got the people. So nobody gets anywhere. That's where we normally go to get our dogs. We take Charlie there. We take him there. Looks like it's closed. So this is the thing. Hi Dwayne, how are you, mate? Hello Annette. I'm Muslim girl, how are you? So this is where we are in the UK. Whichever party is in government, we should be concentrating on what makes life for the people living here, regardless of where they come from, regardless of the colour or religion. But none of them seem to want to do that. It's pitting one group of people against another. And that is the problem. That is the tragedy of it. And I don't know what it's like in America. But from what I can make of American politicians, they're pretty much like our politicians. The only thing we're really interested in is what they can get out of it. Well, this is our doctor's surgery. I'll take you a walk past it. There's a factory shop over there. Well, here we go. This is within St. Nicholas's surgery. Be nice enough people. I don't know how many doctors we've got. They have got quite a few though. And they are a big employer. So that's our surgery there. St. Nicholas's surgery. This is our cottage hospital, but we don't take patients anymore. So I don't know. We also have a police station where there's no policeman. That's never open. This is Britain for you. There's a lot of good things here, but then there's a lot of ludicrous things as well. So this is our community hospital. And also got a tooth pull. So again, there's quite a few people who work here, but I don't really know what they do. You can see the lighthouse again. It sort of dominates the entire area, look. See, Toby's well okay now. Well, it's been a short walk today. Normally I walk about 8 miles. In the evening, but partly because of the rain, partly because of helping my neighbour, I've ended up, by the time I get home I'll have done about 5.5, but I only thought I was going to do about 4. So yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Toby's okay, so I'm not gonna I figured should I take him down there to where the pier towers are, and I thought no. So this is our amazing Aldi. Well, it's nearly 5:30, and look at it. We're still, even on a grey day like today, we've still got loads of light. Yes, it's 17:25. Yeah, Britain's answer to Aldi. Heron. We have Krispy Kreme over here as well. Hi, Dr. Annie. How are you? Well, yeah, that is a good, very good point, Edward. Why have a police station with no police? Yeah, we're looking, well, yeah. A pet psychiatrist for Toby. No, well, that's it. It is empty. I think we just keep the stuff in there and park the cars in the car park. But we don't do anything else. You've got rain as well, have you, Dr. Annie? We've got it here. Any mental problems around? There's loads of them round here. Lincoln are playing tonight, have you, Edward? All right. 15 unbeaten games. Wow. That is a record Burnley would definitely envy. Well, I was telling them before, Bobby, my mother sent me to a psychiatrist when I was about 11. Didn't do me any good. They put me in a special needs boarding school. I left there, that still didn't do me any good. It took me many years to sort myself out where I could properly function and make something of myself. So yeah. Anyhow, guys, we're here. Toby just wants to say thank you to everybody for your patience with him tonight. And, well, he's here, Bobby. Say hello to Bobby. Go on. There he is. He is valiant. He's lovely. Yeah, you will see me soon, Edward. And to everybody else, I just want to say thank you for your understanding tonight with Toby. Tomorrow I might be about 15 minutes late. Thanks for that, Bobby. I might be about 15 minutes late because I'll be helping my neighbour get a car back. But I will be on. I'm not going to be walking on the seafront, I don't think, but we'll find somewhere else. And I've also got to go to Hornsey to Coast Watch. So I've got quite a lot to do tomorrow, but I will be around, even if I am a bit late. So thank you again. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your company. Thanks for all the laughs we've had. And thanks for all your likes, your comments, your sharing and your subscriptions. It's great having all you people on board. Thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. There he is, Toby. So good night, folks.